So, leading someone on is way easier than you think. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple to get behind. There's kind of two ways to do it depending on your situation. So let's say that you're talking to someone online, whether that's through Instagram or like a dating app like Hinge. And the other method is if you know this person in real life, you guys hang out, or whatever. So I want to show you two methods on how to lead someone on. It's much easier than you think. It's not difficult in the slightest. By the end of this video, you'll be a pro at leading people on. So let's start with the online method. It's the easiest method there is. There's not really a lot to unpack here. So let's say you're talking to this girl or guy on like Instagram or Hinge, whatever, it doesn't matter. So you're gonna want to kind of keep them on this hook where, the first day that you guys are talking, you guys are gonna want to talk back and forth. You're gonna want to exchange messages, just consistently. So let's say, you're asking questions, you're just really engaged in the conversation, and you're keeping that energy. Just keep that energy going for as long as you can. Just that stuff, right? And then slowly over time, you're gonna want to slow that energy down. You're gonna want to slow it down, start replying less, stop being as enthusiastic. And by the end of the night, you kind of bring it back a little bit, and then you leave it be. You stop responding the next day. You stop responding the next day. Okay? But at least keeping a couple messages in. Just a couple, not, too much. Just so they, they're like, oh no, what happened? They're gone. Or whatever, right? Just at least a couple messages. And then the next day after that, you come back full force. And you rinse and repeat this cycle. It's a fucked up cycle. And then some days you're going to want to throw in a day or two where you just don't respond. Just don't respond. And you're going to want to rinse and repeat this cycle just over and over. So just keep them on this hook. Why you would want to do this, I don't know. I actually, if I'm being super honest with you, if you were to ask me why you would do this, I don't know why, but you can. And it's really easy to lead someone on. So that's the online method. Cancel plans, by the way. If they're like, oh my god, I want to see you so bad, let's get lunch or whatever. Just cancel. Find a way to cancel every time. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. So now for the in-person method. This one's a little more difficult because it's going to require you to see this person. But, so you take what you learned from the online one and kind of translate it, because obviously you're not going to be in person all the time. You're going to be texting before you guys meet up. But when you meet up, just throughout the day, kind of just be engaged and then kind of distance yourself a bit. It's kind of like the messaging one online, but except you're in person. You just want to kind of shift your energy back and forth. Sometimes cancel your plans, sometimes go with the plans. Sometimes seem disinterested, sometimes seem interested. And then you just keep them on a hook. You just keep it on a hook. Say some cute little flirty stuff here and there, but you don't mean it. That's how you do it. That's how you lead someone on in person pretty successfully. Yeah. Why you would want to do this, I don't know. I don't know why you would want to do this. You're kind of a monster if you do. But power to you. Yeah, it's easier to lead people on more than you think.